Hi guys, welcome to another video. This time instead of a mini video, I actually have a tutorial on how to make little mini roses similar to the mini roses that you get from Prima. I'm going to show you how to make them on your own, not on a stem but flat, that you can put them on your minis. So here's a sample of what they look like. This one I used two different color papers. It's brown and like a beige color. So here's a few more. Let me zoom in so you can see. So I'm going to show you how to make the flowers today. Oops. So just want to show you here a few samples really quickly, and then I'll show them again to you at the end of the video. So. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, what I did was I have this punch that I've had for a while, and I've used it to make just regular flat flowers. And so basically when you punch out the papers, they look like this, and you can layer these in different colors, and you put a brad and they look really pretty. So I decided to try to make roses because I figured they were small enough. So this is by McGill, and this punch is called Flowers Petite Petals. And if you can see on here, it says 1 inch, but they're not truly 1 inch, but this is what the punch looks like, and then this is what it looks like on the back. So what I use for the flowers are these two punches here, and then for the green foliage I use this one that looks kind of like a star. So what I've done is I've already pre-punched a bunch of papers, and you know those scraps you get when you make minis or scrapbook or whatnot, and you get a bunch of papers. I hate to throw things away. I'm a big recycle, save, whatnot, so that's what I started doing. I started grabbing, I have a big bin that has scrap paper in it, and I just started taking those scraps and punching different colors of paper, so that when I want to make some flowers, all I do is reach in this little box and pull out what colors I have done already. So that's what that is. So let's get started. I use about five petals to make my flower. You can add more. The more you add, it will make it a fluffier flower, so to speak. So what I do is for the center, I like to start with this one, and this one, if you notice, it's a bit rounded on the petals, and the other one is kind of straight and then rounds off at the tip. So for the center, I like to use this one, and then I use this for the outside petals. So it's really simple. I use thin cardstock because it's easier to handle. I've tried vellum, didn't work very well, so I've tried mainly the thinner cardstock and a little bit of the texture. The texture is a little bit harder to play with, so basically what you need to do is just kind of loosen up the fibers. So it's kind of like what you did in school. Remember, you used to get tissue paper and a pencil. So basically you take your petal, and it's best if you use a pencil that doesn't have has a really flat eraser, like this one is pretty worn out. And so what I do is I place this in the center of my petal, and then just start pressing down. And so what you want to try to achieve is kind of like a cup, and to just get it to mold. And so you do that to all your petals. Again, you just kind of, push everything down to get it to soften up, and don't worry about what it looks like. If it gets, squished or whatnot, it's okay, because you'll play with it later, and it just adds to the look of the flower. So I take the first three, which are the rounded petals, and I just kind of squish them down into the pencil, loosen up the paper, and then finish off with the last ones. Okay, so I take my first petal here, and I just open it up, and you can do this in the beginning or afterwards. I take a pair of scissors, and these are curved and these are by Fiskars, and I just kind of snip in a little bit just to give me a little bit more room to, because we're gonna curl in these petals. And just be careful because you can tear. I've done it before, but you know, no big deal, just grab another one. So basically I grab about 3 petals, and what I do is just kind of squish them together to form that center flower. And it's a little bit tedious. At first it kind of took me a while, and it was like, ugh. So what I like to use a glue gun, and only for the fact that it dries fast for doing this, since you could use regular glue, your scrapbooking glue, or whatever it is that you use. But I just like the glue gun. The only thing you have to worry about the glue gun is when you do use the darker colors, the glue gun has kind of like that opaque color to it, so it will show on the darker colors. But so what you do is, what happens is you end up like this, and it looks kind of funny, but that's the 3 petals that I squished together. And then you take your other 2 and you just kind of bring those up. And so all I did was I put glue there, and you bring that up around it. You add glue again to the other side, and you bring that up. And don't worry about shaping your flower. I do that at the end. And I don't glue all the way up, just kind of up to the middle, just to kind of, and that's what it's gonna look like. So then you grab your next little cup that you made, and I put glue in the center, and then I just glue this down, and then I kind of start, you know, bringing everything up around. Let me zoom in here so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And then you add this one in there. Forgive my fingers there. I have not manicured them, so forgive the rattiness. So now this is 3 petals now put together. And you can start bending, you can start squishing, you could do whatever you want to kind of give it that look. So it's kind of starting to look like a flower. Then you take the last 2, and again you just glue it down the center. And be careful, because you can burn yourself like I just did right now. And you just start putting it together. And then it's up to you. You could either choose to have your flower close together, or you can choose to have it really spread open. It all depends on how you like. And the more glue you put closer to the top of the leaves, the closer your flower, the more closed your flower will be. So, like I said. And then, so that's four of the little petals, and then this is the last one. And you can just kind of offset when you put them together. Okay, so once you're done putting your flower together, then you can add your leaves. And this is the one that I punched out, that star one that I showed you on the punch. Right here, and you just put glue on here, and now you have your little rose. What it compared to, this is not a prima flower, but this is one of those, I call them faux prima flowers. They look just like them. So this is one on a stem, and this is the one that I made. So it's slightly bigger than it. If I can find a punch later to make this other flower, I will try it. But right now, this is the smallest I have. So once you make your flower, you don't have to use this. You can use different. I have this Martha Stewart punch here. I don't know what it's called. It wasn't a branch. It was named something else. But so basically, that's what that looks like. And you can do something like this. You can put it on both ends. You could put one. Then there's another punch by Martha Stewart, and I believe this is called the Rose Leaf. That's what it looks like, and that's what this one is here. I just put one. I kind of cut off the little tip here, and this one has stickles on it, so it looks really pretty. This one I stamped it, it's red cardstock, and I stamped it with black. It's a stamp that had black writing on it, and I did that before I made the rose, so I thought it looks really pretty. So I hope you liked my tutorial. Please leave a comment, please subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.